this is the lower floor of the conference center, and we're getting ready to go right into the main meeting room.
Okay, I just want to see this fountain.
We're going to see this fountain.
It's just put here to beautify the lobby. This is
You get to see it from all three levels.
Not much to do when you open. A lot of places to eat.
We're going in. Are you ready for this?
Oh yeah.
It's very exciting.
If we hang around, it'll make us a really big tour, and I don't want to do that.
I've never been in this building before. My brother.
Are you kidding? You've never been in here?
No, never. My brother was here a few years ago. I think it was last summer. Yeah. And he got on the news.
Huh. That's neat. Yeah, the news is always out here in April and in October.
They were waiting outside the door, so they got on the news.
Yeah. A lot of people wait in line for tickets and everything. They have music in the spoken word here every Sunday morning where the choir sings. So as you can see, there are some security rooms back here where they have they deal with all the audio, visual kind of things as they're taping conference every year. They're going to do something on the organ, it looks like. Yes. This is exciting.
We need to get our priorities right there.
Well, everything begins in South Carolina. That's what they say. The Atlantic Ocean. What's those two rivers?
Now, Brother Williams, can you tell us a little bit about the architectural design of this building?
I don't have a clue.
You don't have a clue? Well, as I understood it, they had some kind of a big...
Oh, we'll get to that.
Okay. We'll get to that.
Come in here a little closer, right out to Yale. This is the largest building of its kind in the world. It seats 21,000. The Delta Center, Energy Solutions, seats 19,900. There's not a pillar or a post to block anybody's view anywhere in the building, in the seats. It's roughly 7,000 seats in each level. Over here on my right, the windows, that's a meeting room, and that's where the print media meets, or when we have general conference, that's where they cover conference. These windows right here in the center are the projectors for the two big screens you'll see on the wall.
Yeah.
For conference. When we get up on the balcony, you'll see why they have those. It's the same picture you'll see on television at conference. The last set of windows are the TV production studio, where they handle all the TV stuff for this building. Over there behind that is the translation studio where they translate our general conference, which is translated into roughly 95 languages worldwide. 58 are translated in this building. The remaining are sent worldwide and then translated overseas. They took us on a tour of that room when I first got here, and I swear it looks like they stuck their hand in a Scrabble box, dropped letters on the desk, and that's a language. I mean, there's things I've never heard of. And they're not even, there's no vowels, but it's a language. Okay, everything on the stage can be moved off the stage except the organ pipe.
The organ, yeah.
Which there are 7,700 pipes in that organ. You can see 170 of them. So there's, 7,500 behind there roughly. All of the stuff on the bottom is hand carried off, or they put it on carts and wheel it off manually. The choir seats, which are all the seats up there above, are on an air suspension system that they charge that, it lifts it up an inch or so, and then they slide it back in sections, not all at once, in sections on an air cushion. It is a really big room back there behind that stage. We had a book here, but they must be updated. It showed a picture of the stage at the 2002 Olympics, and it's a huge stage. Now this Jen asked me about the King Truss. It's 150 feet across that stage. Behind that, those corner posts, or the paneling there, there's I believe it's an 8-foot reinforced concrete pillar that's 90 feet high from wherever it starts in the ground up. Across the top of those, from post to post, is what they call a King Truss, which is a steel girder affair that was made in Belgium because nobody in the U.S. had the capacity to make it. It's 150 feet long, 4 feet wide, and 32 feet high. Weighs 620 tons.
Holy cow.
And it's essentially what holds the roof up. It'd be the ridge beam for the roof. Everything comes off that. Yeah. We can't go down there that far, but you can go up against that far wall and see it up there. It's just a big, huge black thing. But it went by boat through the canal around to San Francisco, then by rail to here. You had to put it together here, and in the steel company's yard, make sure it was all here and went together. And they took it apart, partially apart, and trucked it over here and then put it up. It took 3 cranes to put it up on this. And the roof is stretched to hold 18 million pounds, so it's got to be kind of hunky. Let's see. All these last squares in the roof are skylights.
Yeah.
And if the sun's just right, there's a rainbow down there in front of the audio guys that makes rainbows about so square. They're just the brightest rainbows you'll ever see. So we'll go down front.
Thank you.
So this is actually when they had President Hinckley's funeral in January. Mitt Romney was actually here, and he sat up front along with Harry Reid, he's right under Nancy Pelosi on the chain of command in the House and everything. So it's really neat. There's a lot of political leaders that have been here before, and this is a very huge building. In fact, I should post some of my pictures that I have of all the crowds that are in here. I think I'll do that at the end of this video presentation. I'll have a few pictures along with some choir audio, and it'll be really neat. This building is so large, and if you can see now, you can see some of the seats on the higher level. So there's this level, there's the next level, and then there's the level up there, and we're going to be on each level, and I'll just go ahead and include clips from each one. This video is already 8 minutes, and so I'll go ahead and extend it to the full 10 and just post this as an entire section of the presentation. You can see we're getting closer to the skylights. And we'll see those up on the roof too. They come up and they're like pyramids on the roof. The glass is. So this is a very neat place. I'll go ahead and sit down. You can see there's all kinds of flowers and everything, and I think that these are all real flowers and plants. They don't have any plastic in here. They've got enough flowers in the...
They look like they're plastic.
I don't think they are. The green might be, but I don't think the flowers are, at least. Because they always change them.
You can change plastic.
Pessimist.
Not a pessimist, I'm a realist.
Realist. Pessimist. Reality's fake. Okay, so it's very neat. You might recognize some of the scenes if you've seen Conference and everything, but you've got wood, the woodwork.
Okay, there's the skylight.
We're going to have to cut out in a few seconds.
That's the best part of this whole tour, seeing the rainbow. They're just really bright. The skylights are a pyramid affair, and then they've got triangular notches cut in it. It gives you a prism effect, and that's what makes it very nice for
And that'll go ahead and end this clip then.
He sure makes it hard to talk. But anyway. We'll just be different.